Mascot horror. The worst kind of horror. From god-awful, just abysmal gameplay to whatever this thing is. Yeah, it seems that every couple of months, somebody located on this planet we call home, they open up MS Paint, squiggle their mouse around a bit to make a spooky, scary character, and then they make an entire horror video game franchise around their creation. Mascot horror in the year of our Lord 2023, oh my god, it really sucks. And here's why. Hello? Subscribe to the Peak YouTube channel! The year is 2014. The world was a very different place. The Lego Batman movie was released. Not that one. This one. Lego DC Comics Batman Beleaguered. A bunch of reptiles took a selfie together. And me, I was a 13-year-old boy addicted to watching Ali Call of Duty Advanced Warfare supply drop opening videos. However, 2014, it wasn't your run-of-the-mill bog-standard year for gaming. No. 2014 was the year where gamers all around the world experienced their furry awakening. 2014 was the year where a small little indie game was released. You may have heard of it. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's. Mascot horror was born. Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, sequel after sequel, let's play video after let's play video, game theory after game theory. Five Nights at Freddy's, this simple game where you try your best to not get bored by a bunch of crinklers, it absolutely exploded. It was everywhere. And over the course of something like 2 years, Five Nights at Freddy's, it morphed from this indie game made by one person into a fully fledged gaming juggernaut. 9 games, 51 books. If you and your friends ever have a popularity conversation about the video games of all time, sure, you got games like Fortnite, Among Us, and yeah, okay, Five Nights at Freddy's, it may not be number 1 on the list, but guaranteed 100% it will definitely be in the conversation. Show anybody who knows anything about video games this picture. They know who this is. The success of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, it served as the bomb that started the mascot horror arms race. Because as we all know, when something gets popular in gaming, a bunch of other studios, they're gonna want their own piece of the pie. Why do you think there were so many victory, it's time for supper battle royale games released after the mental success of Fortnite? Why do you think so many games nowadays have been infested with battle passes? When something becomes a trend in gaming, gaming development studios, they're gonna try their best to replicate this trend and put it in their own games for as long as this trend stays trendy. The insane popularity of Five Nights at Freddy's, it's created something that I like to call the FNAF effect. Now, there's something I want to ask you, person who decided to watch this video and all of its ads in full. Sit down, get comfy. You're going to be using your brain here a little bit. What do you think of when I say the words Five Nights at Freddy's? If you want, I'll give you 5 seconds to think. You really need to use your brain here.
The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but I
wouldn't be surprised if you thought of the words Freddy or Freddy Fazbear. And there's a good reason why. This isn't some, weird coincidence or anything. No, God no. This is all by design. The entire Five Nights at Freddy's franchise is molded around Freddy Fazbear. For God's sake, he's in the name Five Nights at Freddy's, and there's something like 16 odd color swap variations of the character. Freddy Fazbear, he's integral to Five Nights at Freddy's. Without him, well, the whole thing just doesn't really exist, now does it? So, there you are, you're an indie horror developer who wants to make a quick bag, a little bit of the cheddar off of the insanely popular mascot horror wave created by FNAF. So, what you gonna do? You're gonna make your own Freddy Fazbear spooky animatronic and base your entire game around it. Even down to the way the words Freddy Fazbear roll off of the tongue. The FNAF effect, it doesn't end there though. God no, if anything, that's just the beginning. As we all know, the Five Nights at Freddy's lore is one of the most complicated things ever created in the entirety of human history. You can put Albert Einstein, Leonardo da Vinci, and, I don't know, XQC all in a room together, guaranteed they're not going to be able to work out what the bloody hell's going on here. The FNAF lore is just that stupid. Thing is though, yeah, the FNAF lore, sure, it's really dumb and confusing and convoluted and stupid, but oh my god, it is ridiculously popular. So, what are you as the next big mascot horror development studio going to do in your brand new game, Percy's Peculiar Penis Playground? You're going to flood your new game with its own really stupidly confusing lore, so MatPat can make a bunch of game theory videos about it. You're even going to have it take place in a playground, a place where lots of kids like to visit, because you can't have a mascot horror video game without child murder. Remember when the Hello Neighbor from Hello Neighbor got down on his hands and knees and tweeted this?
I believe at Mudpug will enjoy dissecting this.
Sure, it is really funny and really beggy and really cringe, but I do understand the logic behind wanting your own game theory video. It doesn't take a megamind big brain genius to realize this, but marketing your video game, that's ridiculously important. You could create the best video game in the history of humankind. Your game could generate feelings in players they haven't felt since they were a child playing their favorite game for the first time. Your game, it might actually cure cancer, but if you don't market and advertise your game, I mean, no one's gonna play it now, are they? Getting your own. Hello internet and welcome to Game Theory. Oh my god, that is huge. That's a guaranteed million-odd people finding out about your game. Though it seems that lots of these mascot horror games nowadays, they aren't really too concerned with making lore that actually makes sense. No, they're only making lore to get into game theory. If we make our lore make no sense, if our lore's really dumb and really stupid and really pointless, MatPat, he has to talk about it for longer, which means more views, which means more people might see our game. Hell, not even just getting onto game theory. Getting a biggest YouTuber to play your game in a video, or even better, making a series about it is absolutely mental. Really think to yourself here, person watching this video, the entire Five Nights at Freddy's series, does it really exist without Markiplier? I don't really think so. However, as time has gone on and more of these terrible mascot horror games have popped up every single corner, left, right, and center, it seems like these games aren't only being picked up by Let's Play YouTubers. No, they're being picked up by channels like these.
Today we are playing the brand new Garten of BanBan. This is the craziest game we have ever played.
I am Jumbo Josh, and today we're gonna play as everyone from Garten of BanBan.
As weird as it is to actually say, I've always seen mascot horror as having this weird, let's call it a symbiotic relationship with YouTubers. For starters, the mascot horror target audience, it's kids, it's children. You can make a metric shit ton of money off of children. So, the more popular a mascot horror game becomes, the more YouTubers make videos on it and more children watch it, making the game even more popular with children. Vice versa, the cycle continues. The thing is though, yeah, when you have a game designed for kids, obviously YouTubers with a massive stupid child audience, they're gonna try their best to get their fingers into this other audience and carry out the process of endocytosis, be it to make money, sell merch, get more subs because they're sexually attracted to children. I've got no idea, but what I do know is that most of the time YouTubers who make videos solely for children, they make some of the worst stuff I think I've ever seen in my life.
LankyBox is in Garten of BanBan? Yeah, that's right. LankyBox has been hacked into the Garten of...
LankyBox made $2.7 million this month, by the way. What the fuck? When your game has a symbiotic relationship with the videos YouTubers make about it, content farm, mass-produced videos like these, they really aren't good for the reputation of your mascot horror game. This stuff is cringe and annoying and really shit. Your game might not be cringe and annoying and really shit, but since videos like Akinator but Garten of BanBan Chapter 2...
Is your character an animal?
A dinosaur, which I guess...
Is a dinosaur an animal or a reptile or a lizard?
Since they get so mass-produced and fill up search results whenever anybody searches up your game, opinions surrounding your game, they're gonna jump off a cliff. Anybody over the age of like 13 is gonna look at these videos and be absolutely disgusted. But more importantly, they're probably not gonna want to play your game, because why would they? Your game is cringe and annoying and really, really shit. This isn't good for the health of a game. Games need players to survive. But hey, I guess it also doesn't help when the mascot horror games being made are just god-awful dog shit video games. Can I kick this around? Wait, no ways.
I love Floppy.
That is your new friend. Take him with you.
I'm not taking the bit.
I really genuinely think they might have just abducted children and forced them to do this.
Of course they've abducted. Dale. It's a mascot horror game, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course there's murdered children. These games are bad. So here's a bit of the Beak lore for you. The other day, I was in a Discord call with my friends, you know, chatting about the usual stuff, how many toddlers we could be in a fight, how much we want to make each other pregnant. But then I merely mentioned, silently uttered, that I wanted to make a video on Garten of BanBan and mascot horror. We are no longer friends. I really just don't know where to start with these games. I mean, you know what? I'm not even going to call them video games, because that's just an insult to the concept of video games. Especially Garten of BanBan. Oh my god. This excuse of a video game series, it's an absolute joke. Dude, you know Jumbo Josh? That's what I call my cock. Left mouse button to use your toy. It's not a toy, it's a drone. Get it right. Get it. It's the thing.
You don't get it.
Oh my god! Defeated 6 eggs to get your prize. Listen, mate. Fuck off. Oh, for God's sake, where's my f***ing drone? I'm gonna put my goddamn egg down your throat. God damn. Oh, god. When is this meant to be scary? Before playing any of the BanBan games, I thought these games were ironically bad. You know, they were, haha, we are making the bad game on purpose shitposts. And some of the memes, yeah, they are really, really funny. But after playing Garten of BanBan and seeing the way everybody talks about these games online, including the developers of Garten of BanBan, the same devs who made hit video game Introvert, a teenage simulator, a game where you... Now I'm not so sure. I think the BanBan games are meant to be serious games, and if they are meant to be serious, oh my god. Come here, dickhead. Oh, he just kind of waits there. Yes. Hello. Oh, yeah, look at me, you dickhead. I'm gonna skin you and put you in the oven. I'm gonna eat you and your kids.
Hit the thing. You got it.
Dickhead! Bitch! Garten of BanBan 1 is a 15-minute walking simulator. This isn't a game, this is a tech demo, and a bloody bad one. Then there's Garten of BanBan 2. The spider is real and it's coming. Oh my god, it's a head crash. I got jump scared. What am I meant to be doing here, video game? Designed to make me hate myself.
Well, that's you, maybe. That's literally... Okay, there's the eye.
No, I killed him.
Did you just kill him?
Yeah, I domed him. My time on this earth is very limited. I played Garten of BanBan 2 on stream the other night. Garten of BanBan 2 has robbed me of my precious hours on this planet. My time playing and streaming Garten of BanBan 2, I'm never gonna get that back. Garten of BanBan 2 is arguably one of the worst video game experiences I've ever had in my life. I'm convinced that certain parts of this game, they've been purposefully drawn out to just over 2 hours to prevent people from getting refunds. Which looks like it didn't work, by the way. Lol, Lamal, L, cry about it, make better video game. So many sections of this game just feel stupidly long for no reason in the slightest other than to extend playtime. Like this part where you have to relive the horrors of being bullied in school. Or this part where you have to run away from a spooky mollusk. Or this part where you have to do some hardcore Minecraft parkour. You know what? Going into Garten of BanBan 2, I thought I was going to have some ironic fun taking the piss out of this game like I did when I played games like Project Playtime with my friends. But I just didn't. This game isn't even fun to play ironically. It's just that shit. Oh, he's looking. Oh, it's scary.
Nothing's as hot as me.
Nice. Ha 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 ha, laugh chat. Ha ha ha.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I'm not moving, you bitch!
What is wrong with your legs, little one? I stole your kids. Yeah, what are you gonna do? No ways I have to wait for this thing to walk all the way over here.
Look at me. I am the Sultan now.
Goodbye. What?
Got you, bud. Still got you.
You
Apparently
have got to be
goodbye.
shitting on me.
What the fuck are they expecting me to do?
Oh,
Yeah, is this
get
like
absolutely
half my fault?
nay-nayed on you, absolute cringe lord. Garten of BanBan 3. Look, I know I'm harping on about the Garten of BanBan series here. Like, I get it, I completely understand. But I reckon that Garten of BanBan and the entire Garten of BanBan series, it's the embodiment of everything wrong with mascot horror. All of these newer mascot horror video games, they're just not good games at all. But if anything, I don't even think they're really meant to be video games. No, we just need to sell hoodies and plush toys and Funko Pops. People need to buy the Funko Pops. For God's sake, a few of these games have merch stores in the menu. Hell yeah, bro, I'm about to drop a few bands on the Garten of BanBan Jumbo Josh hoodie. If this video does well, I might just do it, actually. Comment Jumbo Josh on top if you want me to. So, what really ruined mascot horror? Well, in quick summary, it isn't just one thing, but many different things that when combined together create something absolutely terrible. For starters, all of these games try their best to throw in really stupid, overly confusing lore for no other reason than just to get into game theory because, wow, our game is so deep. All of these games, they all need to have animatronic mascots with similar sounding names as the bad guys. They all involve child murder of some kind because Five Nights at Freddy's. They get picked up by YouTubers like LankyBox who make some of the worst stuff known to man, and these games, they all just really suck. They're just absolutely terrible games. And this kinda sucks, because I think at its core, the mascot horror idea is something that can work. And it can work really well. It's worked well before. Throwing you into a weird environment, having a unique idea, cranking up the uncanny valley factor, making you feel unnerved and unsettled. This all sounds really cool. It all sounds like a really interesting, fun horror experience. But unfortunately, in the year of our Lord 2023, mascot horror has become an absolute joke. It's the laughing stock of the internet. But saddest of all, mascot horror being bad, it doesn't just bring down the reputation of mascot horror, but it brings down the entire reputation of indie horror. Thanks for watching. I don't know what I want to do at the end of this video. Oh, here's my Twitter. Here's my Twitter. Go follow me. Join my Discord server. Send me funny memes. Go watch all of my other stuff, and I'll see you soon.
Number 15. Subscribe to the Beak. If you don't, you will suffer a severe case of cringe, and you are taking part in bozo behavior. Thanks for watching.